everybody. Today is week 1, day 4. And my name is Mr. Roll. I'm principal teacher, and I'm over here with Miss Frank, who's our 3rd grade teacher. So we're here to do the announcements and the pledge and joke. So first up, for announcements, we actually have an announcement about Miss Frank's classroom. So we are going to bring the camera over to Coach Fryer, and he's going to surprise us with our announcement today for Miss Frank's classroom. Go ahead, Coach.
Hey guys, good to see you again. It's Coach Fryer coming at you from Miss Frank's room in the Curie building. Just wanted to say good morning, and I hope everybody's doing all right. We wanted to give you an update on the new carpets in Miss Frank's room. Ooh. So as you can see, they are nice and charcoal grayish, so we won't see any stains or anything like that. It smells awesome in here. I wish you guys could smell it, but I'm sure it'll be still smelling good when you guys come back. So this year, obviously it is Miss Frank's room, but next year this is actually going to be our new middle school classroom. So middle schoolers, hope you're getting excited, getting some nice new carpets in for you.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.
Well, I'm so excited to have new carpet in the classroom, and boy, I'll be even more excited when you guys come back to school and you'll be able to enjoy that new carpet with me. But the joke of the day is, for today, the joke is, let's see, what kind of plates do they use on Venus?
I don't know, Miss Frank. What kind of plates do they use on Venus?
Flying saucers.
Flying saucers, get it? Because it's another planet in space and stuff like that. All right. Okay, go ahead, Miss Frank.
Stand at attention, please. Place your right hand over your heart, and let's say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you so much, Miss Frank. Let's go ahead and get to our classes for the day. We'll see you guys around. Bye.
Hello, everybody. Mrs. Frank here. Welcome to week 1, day 4. Today, let's go ahead and look at the agenda. Our agenda is math. We're going to be rounding to the nearest 10 on a number line, rounding to the nearest 100 on a number line, and rounding to the nearest 10 or 100 on a number line with 7 questions, and then rounding to the nearest 10 and 100, rounding to the nearest 10 or 20 with 4 questions, rounding to the nearest 10 or 100 challenge with 4 more questions, and then we're going to do a quiz 1 with 5 questions. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to give you just a few examples of rounding so that when they introduce it to you, maybe it'll be a little easier for you to understand. Here we go. Here is our iPad. Let me go ahead and get it working here. Let's round to the nearest 10. And rounding can also mean estimating. So if I say estimating or rounding, it's the same thing. So let's say it's the number 43. Let's try to get here, the number 43. So we're going to estimate the number 43. I'm going to say it's going to probably estimate at 40. And we're going to estimate and round a number of 57. And we're going to estimate and round it up to 60. But how did I do that? So we're going to see how we use a number chart to round a number off. I have a different pen today, so I hope it works okay here. we're going to use the number 4. When you round down, it would be like a number chart. We're going to estimate the number 4. We're going to start at 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to, when we look at a number like 4, you can either round it down to 0 or you can round it up to 10. And how are we going to do this? Well, when you round down, it'll be a 0. If you round up, it's going to be a 10. Oops, here we go. But we're going to decide how to do this together. Let's bring the chart down a little bit here. It moved on us here. Okay, so we're going to round the 4 down to a 0 right here, or we're going to round it up to a 10 right here. The first thing we need to know is between 0 and 10, what is the middle number? The middle number is 5 right here. That is the middle number. So is 4 closer to 0 or is it closer to 10? Using 5 as the middle number to gauge it. And we would have to say that 4 is closer to 0. So we're going to have to round 4 down to 0. That's how we round numbers. Let's use another number here. Let's use the number 27. We're going up to 27. All right. And we're going to round it off to the nearest tens place. And of course, the 2 is in the tens place. So let's draw a number chart. We're going to put this as 20 because we can round down to 20, or we can round up to 30. What is the middle number between 20 and 30? It is right in the middle. It is 25. So as we look at the number 27 and we're rounding to the nearest tens place, which is right here, the number 2, we can see that number 27 is right here. Here's 25, 26, here's 27 is right here. Would you say we're going to round down to 20 or are we going to round up to 30? Well, here's the middle number. We're going to use that as the gauge. 27, and I put 25 here. 27 is bigger than 25, so we're going to actually round it up to 30. So we're going to round up 20 to 30. That's our estimation. We're rounding to the nearest 10, so 30 is our answer there. Let's go to another number for an example. Let's go to the number 84. So with 84, are we going to round down to 80? Or are we going to round up to the next tens place, 90? So we're rounding to the nearest tens place right now. So let's go ahead and put 80 here. We're going to round down to 80 or we're going to round up to 90. And what is the middle number between 80 and 90? It is 85. Let's look at 84. Here's 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 80, 81, 82, 83, I'm sorry, 84, 85. So 84 is right here. Using the middle number to let you know whether you should be rounding up or down. As we can see, 84 is smaller than the middle number of 85, so we're going to be rounding down to 80 right there. I hope this is kind of helping you to understand estimating and rounding to the nearest ones, or rounding to the nearest tens, or rounding to the nearest 100. Right now we had been rounding to the nearest, my first example of 4 was rounding to the nearest ones place. And my other 2 examples of 27 and 84 were examples of rounding to the nearest tens place. Let's give an example of rounding to the nearest hundreds place here. Let's think of a number. Our number is 365. We're rounding to the nearest hundreds place. Here's your 100 here. Let's draw a number line. Are we going to go up, or are we going to go down for estimating, rounding? Let's start with if we round down, it's going to be 300. So let's put 300 here because we're looking at the hundreds place, right? So if we round up, it'll be 400. Here we go. What's the middle number between 300 and 400? It is right in the middle. It is 350. That's going to be the determining factor of whether we round down or we round up to 400. Let's go ahead. So this is 350. Here's 360, 370, 380, 390, 400. So as we can see, 365 would be right about here. 360, 365, right there. So as you can see, 365 is higher than 350, so we're going to be rounding up to 400. Another way to look at this, to round 365, another way you can look at rounding in the hundreds place is to look at the place value less than the hundreds place, which is 6. So is 6 less than 5, or is 6 more than 5? If 6 is less than 5, you're going to be rounding down. But if 6 is more than 5, 5 or more, you're going to be rounding up. And 6 is 5 or more, so we're going to be rounding up to the 400s. So the 3 becomes a 4, and that's 400. So you can also use this going down to the next place value to see if it's 5 or more or less than 5, to whether you round down the hundreds place, down or up. I hope that helped a little bit. On Khan Academy, they're going to be talking a lot more about it. I want you to go ahead and try all of the, of course, try all of the videos, do your questions, another video, another question here, a set of questions here, and then the quiz. And I'll see you back for English Language Arts in just a second, okay? Or maybe 30 minutes. I'll see you later. Bye. Welcome back. I hope you had a good time with that, and that I know that that is something new that we had not talked about in class. At least while I had the class, we never talked about estimating, rounding up or rounding down, so I hope that was helpful. And if you're still having questions about it, just keep rewatching the videos over and over and over. That's the great thing about this program. with Khan Academy, you can just review, and watch it over and over. For English Language Arts today, we talked about verbs yesterday, and I'm going to review with you with 2 forms that I uploaded on the website here for you to maybe print out. And I want you to look at verbs again. Let's take a look at it together, get a better understanding of verbs. We have helping verbs here. Remember, we talked about helping verbs. These actually help the main verb, especially when the verb is past tense. Like in this example here, when you look at the past tense verbs, this is past participle. You're using all of these helping verbs. And also here, you're using helping verbs. When you add ing to the present tense, you're using helping verbs here. But we're going to talk about that later. But these are all helping verbs that you use to help your verb. Let's look at some helping verbs. Am, is, are, was, were, be, been, being, can, could, well, would, shall, should, may, must, might. These are helping verbs that help the main verb. Here are more helping verbs, but they're also used as action verbs, this group right here. They can be helping verbs or they can be used alone as action verbs. These are has, had, have, do, did, does. All I can say is memorize these. In fact, I'm going to put it on PDF so that you can print them out. I'm going to put these guys on PDF so you can print them out and have it with you all the time so you can practice, practice, practice. We have down here linking verbs, or you can actually call them state of being verbs. There is a difference between a linking verb. Well, actually, they're interchangeably right now. I'm going to look here. Linking verbs are also helping verbs. They link. I'm going to look at a few linking verbs here. Let's say them together. Is, am, are, was, were, be, been, being. Here they are, right here. Helping verbs and linking verbs. And here are more linking verbs, and they can actually be action verbs, these guys. Sound, smell, become, grow, look, taste, seem, remain, appear, feel, and stay. We're going to take some of these verbs here. We're going to use them as action verbs here. And after that, we're going to look at it and change it into a linking verb. Remember, linking verbs just link the subject to something else, and it shows absolutely no action. But right here, we're going to use the word smell as an action verb. He smelled the cake. So you can actually see him sniffing and smelling the cake. It is an action verb. Now let's use it as a linking verb. The cake smells good. Well, as you know, a cake cannot smell. So it's being used as a linking verb here because it links good to cake. Let's go to the next verb. Let's look at the word look. He looked for the cake. Yes, I can see looking for a cake. So this is an action verb. I actually put a cake in my refrigerator, and I'm hoping it's not all gone when I get home tonight, actually. So you can look for a cake, and that is an action verb. Let's use the word look as a linking verb. The cake looks good. Here's your linking verb. Of course, you know a cake cannot look. It is used as a linking verb to link good to cake, which is the noun, it's the subject. Let's take a look at the word feel. She can feel the soft pillow. Here you have can, which is a helping verb. So we're using it here. A helping verb, she can feel the pillow. Feel is definitely a action verb because you can see your fingers touching a soft pillow. It's action. The verb here, the complete verb here is can feel. Helping verb along with the action verb can feel is your verb phrase. Let's use feel as a linking verb. The pillow feels soft. As you know, a pillow cannot feel. It has no hands. It cannot feel. So feel here is used as a linking verb. It's linking soft to pillow. Let's look at the word sound. Here, right here, sound. She sounded the bell. Yes, I can see pulling the rope and sounding the bell. It is action. Let's use it here as a linking verb. The bell sounds strong. As you know, the bell sounds strong. A bell cannot sound anything, but it links strong to bell. Here are just some examples of how a verb can be changed into a linking verb. And there are a lot more words that you can use as linking verbs. These are not the only ones. And they're used as action and linking. I hope this helped. Please remember your helping verbs, and they can be action verbs, linking verbs, and helping verbs. Here we go. We're going to shift here to our irregular verbs. As we were talking about yesterday, how irregular verbs, you cannot just add an ed to it to make it past tense. It actually changes its form. Here we have something called present participle, past, and past participle. Let's just look at the words to see how it changes its form from present to past. Here's catch, caught, dig, dug, feel, felt, find, found, keep, kept, send, sent, sleep, slept, stand, stood, teach, taught, lie. This lie is to be untruthful, and lied. Present is the same thing as present participle is the same thing as present, but we're adding an ing to the end. And when you do that, you need a helping verb. We're just using am in all of these. Catch. Catching. I am catching a fly. Dig. digging. The dog, well, you can't use dog, you use I am digging a hole. Feel, I am feeling the soft pillow. So as you can see, when we add an ing to these words, we need a helping verb. Finding is the same verb, just adding an ing. Keep, am keeping. Send, am sending. Sleep, am sleeping. Stand, am standing. Teach, am teaching. Lie, am lying. And the form of lying is actually changed from lie to lying. Let's look at the past participle catch, caught. These are all past tense words to be used when something has happened already, but you can also add a helping verb with it. I just have, the helping verb have with all of these guys. So we have caught, have caught, like I caught a code, or you can say I have caught a code. Dug, I dug a hole, or I have dug a hole. Felt, have felt. Found, have found. Kept, have kept. Sent, have sent. Slept, have slept. Stood, have stood. Taught, have taught. Lied, have lied. So these are irregular verbs. You can't just add an ed to it to make it past tense. You have to actually change the spelling of the word from catch to caught, dig to dug, feel felt, find found, keep kept, send sent, sleep slept, stand stood, teach taught, lie and lied. There are actually a whole lot more irregular verbs, but I'm only going to teach you right now these few, just so that you can get an idea about irregular verbs and what they are. Now, some verbs never change. These verbs are unusual because their present and past are the same. Here we have our present tense verbs, and our present tense and our past tense is exactly the same. Set, set. Cast, cast. These words are the same when you use it in the present tense and in the past tense. Shut, shut. Hurt, hurt. Burst, burst. And if you use it as a present tense verb with a helping verb, you have to use a helping verb here when you add ing, just like up here. Am setting, am casting, am shutting, am hurting, and am bursting. With the past, they're the same. You can use the past set, and you can use it with a helping verb, have set. Cast, have cast. Shut, have shut. Hurt, have hurt. And burst, and have burst. I hope that helps a little bit. I'm going to be posting them for you on PDF so that you can print it out and have a better idea how to memorize it and use them the right way. I'll see you tomorrow for day 5. And so anyway, have a great day. Don't forget to read 20 minutes every night to help you with your reading and your comprehension. Signing off here, Mrs. Frank, and I miss you. We hope to see you soon in the classroom when it's safe. But in the meantime, keep safe and in your house, and do your homework And now schoolwork is homework. Okay, bye.